In my last two videos, I forgot to mention, I left out that Acts chapter 15, verse 21, that whole verse explicitly alludes to the rabbinical authority of Judaism, of Orthodox Judaism, and the Noahide courts. That's what that verse literally, well, I shouldn't say literally, but that's what it explicitly alludes to. Now, what we're looking at, here's the evidence, you guys. This is why James Comey was arrested. This is the evidence right here. So you can read it for yourself. There is no threats by James Comey. And he's been charged with threatening to kill President Donald Trump. That is Lashon Hara, right? To use this, here's the proof. This is the evidence. That's going to go in front of a jury, and hopefully the jury's not corrupt. Hopefully the jury is doing tshuva. Hopefully they do the right thing. But 8647, I'm explaining to you what 86 means. Back in the day, 20, 30 years ago, at the club, in the bars, the bouncer would bounce people. They would tell them, you're 86, or the bartender would tell you, you're 86, or the waitress would tell you, hey, you're 86. What 86 means, this is literally what it means. There's no interpretation for this word because 86, this symbolizes and means you have to remove yourself from this establishment. You violated our rules here, our policies. You can't do this. In some way you misbehaved. That's what 86 means, and 47 is referring to Donald Trump. So basically, James Comey, I don't know why. I hope you watch this video, and I don't know why he's told the news reporters that you regret posting this, or you didn't know that this is what 8647 meant. You know what it means. All you didn't do anything wrong. That's not a threat. You're saying in this meme that you're protesting Donald Trump's administration. That you're protesting Donald Trump. You're saying remove him from office, right? Since he don't want to leave because look what he just did. He arrested you and other things that he's doing. So that's what 86 literally means. So if you told me, hey, you're 86 from here, you're 86, right? You got to go. You got to go. You got to remove yourself from this area, from this place because you're misbehaving. That's all it means. There's no threats. It does not. You can't. Like I pointed out to you, this is a misinterpretation of district attorneys and their investigators. You guys, they have used the Department of Justice and our courts of justice to falsely accuse people of crimes, which we know in the hoods and all that. It's been going on for a long time, and they're literally doing this and arresting rich and a powerful person who's the ex director of the FBI. It's crazy that the Trump administration had done this, that they had the cojones, right, the balls to do this, dude. Like, this is unimaginable. And how did the jury indict him based on this meme? How? This is the evidence that's going to be introduced in court. The judge is going to laugh at this and throw it out. But it doesn't take away the harm that's already been done. The Trump administration is out of control, and Kaskakila, this could lead to his administration murdering his opponents. In Kaskakila, this could lead to American Civil War. That's how dangerous this news article is, and this is how dangerous James Comey being arrested is, because this could happen. Just think about us, everyday Americans. We're not rich. We don't have connections to the government. This could happen to us, and the news won't report it, and we'll be sitting in prison for something we didn't do. And the only way that we can address all this stuff, the only way that we're ever going to unite here in the United States of America is by going to the Orthodox rabbis. And remember, this has been prophesied by their prophets a long time ago, over 3,000 years ago, that the nations will go to a Jewish man, a rabbi, and say, "Hey, let us go with you because we heard, that God is with you." It's basically saying, "Hey, teach us about your God. We want to know about your God. Let us go with you. Let's be around you. Teach us. We'll be your students, and you'll be a teacher." That's exactly what's happening in the world right now, and that's what's exactly happening here in the United States of America. And that's why it's important to do tshuva, to learn these, the holy language, because the prophet also said that people will speak. It's going to be a time when people are going to speak a holy language, and they're talking about biblical Hebrew, which in Hebrew, in the holy language, means Lishon HaKodesh, the holy language, the pure language. And so, drop a comment and tell me what you guys think. 8647, that this guy got arrested for what, drawing this with seashells. And just keep in mind, like, I don't know what sand symbolizes, like, metaphorically, I mean, but a seashell or a shell, it has a positive metaphor, and there's a negative metaphor for it, and the negative metaphor is like, when a person tells another person, "Man, you're a shell person," it's basically saying that the person is like hollow inside, like you're unethical or you're immoral or you're just hollow inside. That's all it means. So there's no way to deduce that this means that James Comey wants to murder President Donald Trump. And Donald Trump's son is the one that called on the Department of Justice to arrest James Comey for this meme in the first place. So it's crazy. It is crazy. Donald Trump Jr. went to social media accusing Comey of calling for his father's killing. That's how corrupt they are. That's how corrupt the politicians are. Both sides, the judges, the court systems, the attorneys, law enforcement. It seems maybe my little uneducated estimation of how corrupt everything is in the justice system, sheriffs, police officers, detectives, attorneys, all that, right? Judges, presidents, politicians. Looks like 95% of it's corrupt. The United States Supreme Court justices, it's 95% of them are corrupt or more. It's crazy, and this affects all of us. So yeah, call me crazy, but I'm gonna keep speaking the truth. We have been for our entire lives. We've been under this psychological operation, this psychological war. And the psychological war has to do with us not being informed about the real God of Israel.